A very good afternoon to you and a warm welcome to UBC Lunchtime News on this fourth day of April 2024. I'm Lorene Masiga Kazimoto. The Chambogo University Appointments Committee has given Dr. Aaron Lawrence a 14-day ultimatum to appear before the disciplinary committee and respond to the allegations of sexual harassment against him. Dr. Aaron is accused of sexually harassing a visually impaired senior 4 student while supervising a project tour.
On the 31st of October 2023, Chambogo University Management constituted a committee to investigate allegations of sexual harassment against its senior lecturer and Dean of the Faculty of Special Needs and Rehabilitation, Dr. Aaron Lawrence. The committee's report has established that Dr. Aaron Lawrence is the alleged perpetrator of sexual harassment against a visually impaired senior 4 student.
We all agree that this was a very unfortunate situation. It was not the university that raped the girl. It was the person. You see? So the punishment must be borne by the person. And we all agree that it was very unfortunate.
Professor Katunguka says that visually impaired student was a beneficiary of the program, all we see is possibility, and had gone on a special tour to Nairobi. Dr. Aaron, as the supervisor, allegedly used the opportunity to commit the criminal offense.
To assure them that, yes, this unfortunate situation happened, but it cannot be blamed on the entire university. It can be blamed on the person. And also how we handled it was according to our procedures and guidelines, which you cannot go over.
Since last year, Dr. Aaron has disappeared from the university, prompting management to serve him with vivid proof to commence the next step of investigations.
If he doesn't come, the disciplinary rules of procedure provide that in his absence, if he fails to come, then the decision can be taken ex parte. In his absence, the body can proceed based on the evidence available, take a decision, either convicting him or acquitting him.
However, the University Appointments Board has given him a 14-day ultimatum to appear before the University Disciplinary Committee.
From today, we must serve him and he must respond within 14 days. So within 14 days, even in the Appointments Board, they were asking us, because they want to expedite and handle this case and conclude it. So within 14 days, we shall have gone through the entire process. And for me, that's what I'm seeing, because it has been it delayed because of the investigations. But after the investigations, everything is okay, because there are timelines within which we must actually comply and have a decision.
The university has affirmed to donors of various projects its commitment to providing a conducive environment for learners at the university.
But we have told them we are going to improve the way we handle ethical standards and issues. And one of the things they told us is you expedite the development of your anti-sexual harassment policy. That policy is ready. It's going to top management and very soon will be approved, so that whoever is involved in such acts, the law will take its course.
The incident involving Dr. Aaron Lawrence has not only affected the university's image, but also deterred potential donors for various projects and raised safety concerns within the special needs community. Abdul Nasir Luwama for UBC.
Very unfortunate right there. Now in more news this afternoon, top military generals from the East African community have vowed to unite in order to tackle regional challenges. The generals are attending a meeting of chief executive officers of defense forces from the East African region here in Kampala. We have the details in this report.
The generals made the commitment during their tour of Luero Industries, a subsidiary of the National Enterprise Corporation under Ministry of Defense. At this defense facility, officials from National Enterprise Corporation exhibited various products and services.
Our goal is to ensure that the veteran gets employment. We target the veteran, that he gets employment, so that we are purposed.
Luero Industries Limited produces defense products like explosives, ammunition, and bulletproof vests. The facility also comprises of an armored vehicle manufacturing and assembling plant, as well as maintenance, repair, and overhaul of helicopters.
Luero Industries also produces other defense products, but those that are of value to civilian use. Of course, even ammunition is of value to civilian use because it gives the army capacity to protect you or to protect us. But mostly those that are direct, they include the explosives, which are essential in infrastructure development, like construction of roads, dams, and etc.
Major General Bernard Waliaula, the Director General of Defense National Security Industries of Kenya, who was leading a delegation of the visiting generals, was impressed by the work UPDF is doing in its defense facilities.
Clearly, UPDF is doing so much, and it sets a very good example for all the militaries in the region, that we as military people can be very important towards the socio-economic development of our nations.
Uganda joins Kenya and Tanzania as the top 3 East African countries with the fastest growing defense industries.
With the recent inclusion of Somalia, now we have a population of over 450 million. You can imagine what kind of market that is offering. That is a large market. But more so, what are the defense doing for its people?
With its ever-growing business ventures, the Uganda People's Defense Forces are targeting to dominate the East African community market of over 450 million people. Diano Olweny-Peters, UBC News.
The State Minister for Lands, Dr. Sam Mayanja, has ordered investigations into allegations concerning public school land that some Indians reportedly want to grab. Dr. Sam Mayanja issued the order during meetings with district leaders in the city at the office of the RCC. During a meeting with the district leaders in Hoima City, Dr. Sam Mayanja discovered that some individuals claiming to be from the Indian Custodian Board want to take over Hoima Public School to construct a shopping mall and a crematory ground.
When the law for expropriated property act returned, when the property has government installation for public use, required for public use, it shall not be returned. The government will take it over and compensate. How did this take over? When it is a public school which has been here for long? How? And is it true that these are true, real, original owners, or these are imposters? So I'm taking the file to the outfit of Brigadier General Soke, State House Anti-Corruption afternoon, to investigate this, and we find out how this came to be there, these current people who pretend to be the owners, and if found to be fraudsters, arrested, and also have directed that every other development must stop until the report of Brigadier Soke is out.
A public primary school, a government primary school, seated on Indian Association land, because this land was restituted to them. So the minister has guided on how the repossession of the land can start, because the public outcry has been that this is a public school, one of the best performing government-aided primary school, where it registers 100% pass. So the minister has guided on how it can be restituted. But also,
and we are not doing any activity there. We are not doing any activity. They're wrong statements what they are giving. The ownership remains still ours. Okay, the ownership is still Hoima Public School or Hoima Education Society, which is run by Hoima School, which is okay. But the ownership is still ours. Let the outcome come through the ministries. We are going to wait for the letters.
The Minister of State for Transport and Works, Fred Byamukama, has condemned political opportunists who mislead and misinform the electorate to stage illegal demonstrations against planned government programs such as road infrastructure, leading to the death of innocent people.
in good maintenance by UNRA until we get funds. And we're going to get funds to tarmac this road. We have the preliminary designs which were made in 2020, but because government didn't have finances due to COVID and other programs, they could not manage to tarmac it. But once funds are available, the road will be tarmacked. So tarmac. And I came here to engage them as the locals, that a good resident, a good citizen does not request for things from government under demonstration. We have seen proof that one of the leaders who wants to contest paid different borders to come and demonstrate. At the end of the day, an accident happened. If it wasn't this leader who wanted to contest paying people to come and demonstrate, this person wouldn't have died. Because
we had on the road from Chigumba to Chenjojo, Mobende to Kagadi cannot be the same option. Even then, we were using fewer people. We would use a group of not more than 10 people to cut trees and fall on the road. But we would also time, because our purpose was to send a message to the president that the Banyoro wanted their road. To the campaign, he said he's going to be regular here. He should know the rules of engagement. As a minister from government, whenever he comes to my constituency, he has to come and tell me. And this time around, when I come to learn where he is, I will be going there.
Political analysts and community leaders in Chigezi have expressed concern over the continued closure of the National Unity Platform Party office in Kabale. NUP, the main opposition party, has not reopened its Kabale office since it was utilized during the Kunga mobilization campaign last year.
The National Unity Platform, Lumizina, Yabantu Bakabari na Chigeziona, Nini Gurao, the office ya National Unity Platform,
which they opened during Kunga meetings last year, have remained closed. So what does it tell us about NUP? First, from a purely analytical point of view, I would think that NUP conceives itself as of now as a regional party, a party based in Uganda. Just like UPC is a party located mainly in Lango. So it shows us that possibly the opposition has become factionalized along the regional lines. If UPC is for Lango, then NUP has become a party for Uganda. That is not going to take them very far as opposition.
This office, whenever we pass there, all people pass to consult about the part of what